Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to another reaction video. In today's video, we're reacting to the legend Diego Maradona, man, and we're reacting to his tragic story. This video was requested a couple of times, and I'm super excited to hear about his story. The only thing that I really know about him is World Cup winner. I think he played for Argentina, or he's from Argentina, and I think he had the goal of the century. Was it the goal of the century? Which is a huge accomplishment, I think. I think it was the goal of the century. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. So those are really the three things I know about him. I don't know if his story gets hella bad or if it gets kind of mediocre bad. But this what we're here to find out. I appreciate y'all for clicking this video, man. If you guys want to join the journey of me learning more about soccer and getting ingrained into the culture, make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And let's get into this story, man. I also tried to do another reaction video to this, but man, it had music in it and all that, and I knew that was gonna get copyrighted, so we decided to pick up another video, and we're gonna see what this one's gonna do, chat. All right, that is the prettiest like move. That is the prettiest goal. That's the prettiest type of way that you can score. I honestly think that is magnificent. Look,
Since it gives us a sense of being able to
bro, what's
control
on the field?
elements that
Confetti?
transcend all the achievements humanity has claimed for centuries.
What was that?
Indeed, we love those athletes mainly because what they achieve in life is exactly the
Oh,
sort
he
of life
dropped
we
him
all
to his
dream of.
knees, fam. He dropped him to his knees, like on both of them, and not just one.
Indeed, we love those athletes mainly because what they achieve in life
Oh my gosh. Ah, knees. Look at him. Legs open on his knees.
is exactly the sort of life we all dream of. In the last 100 years, many players have made history by demonstrating an unparalleled
Let's see. Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo. His name starts with a C. It's like a C something. It's C. I think he got a move that he invented. I think. Let me know if I'm right. Is this? I'm just guessing. Is this Wayne Rooney? I'm just guessing, chat. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think I'm 5 for 6, chat. 5 for 6. I think that's good.
ability on the ball. However, quite a few of these otherworldly legends fall in the category of a flawed genius, a truly one-of-a-kind life form that, apart from God-gifted ability, has a flair for courting all sorts of negative elements life has on offer.
Dang,
These players dazzled on the pitch, but off it, they were a destructive force.
that's fire, bro. His heart is making not heart. His sweat is making a heart. That's crazy.
For all the wrong reasons. Eventually, their demons would chase them inside the field of play. While most industries would never put a wager on such an individual, football has shown a lot of openness by tolerating such flawed yet truly gifted characters. This tendency has often been questioned, and at some times, a club's bet plays off when an erratic individual but a talented player delivers the goods. And
Of course, if he's delivering, I watch who it is. I watch I watch Shannon Sharp all the time, and he always say, yeah, when you're delivering, when you're playing good, that team is gonna keep you around. But as soon as you stop producing a little bit, as soon as as soon as your production dips a little bit, that's when they can't tolerate you no more. So
going to discuss today on your favourite channel, Goalside, where we present to you the beautiful game in a different manner. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you never have to miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Today, we're going to talk about perhaps the greatest flawed genius the game has ever seen, Diego Armando Maradona.
Diego.
Pint-sized Argentine wizard's career is the stuff of legends, and he's still as revered today as he was decades ago when he was in his element on the field, dazzling us with his skill.
Hey, look at him, bro. And I know you don't supposed to judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. It's just look at his build. He looks like he should play like maybe rugby or something. I don't know. He just looks way like, look at his physique. Look at his leg paws. Look at his legs. You can see. I'm not really sure if you can see, but it just looks like you can. Maybe it's just the way his shirt is folded up on him. Like he buff, man. He a unit.
Revered today as he was decades ago when he was in his element on the field, dazzling us with his skills and leaving defenders gasping for air and coughing the dust off of their mouths. That's the impact the controversial forward had, but despite all his issues, Maradona is widely considered the greatest player to have ever set foot on a football field. Before we begin, make sure to answer a question during the video in order to have a chance of winning a $100 Amazon gift card. For many years, Maradona is mentioned with the same reverence as the likes of Pele, Puskás, Beckenbauer, Cruyff, and others.
Cruyff, that's his name. That's his. I knew, bro, I knew I was right. Cruyff. That's his name.
His extensively documented struggles, the Argentine is still considered a true legend of the game, which speaks volumes of the impact he made on the game. If you ever had the chance to see the 1986 World Cup in Mexico, you'll know just how much the game meant to him and how much Maradona meant to football. Napoli haven't won anything of great note in the last 20 years or so.
Pause, chat. Pause. I'm just saying it off rip. Pause. I ain't trying to be that. Like I said, pause. His thighs is freaking. I'm not even trying to. I ain't even trying to look down there, fam. But that is crazy, bro. His quads and.
But the last time they did was actually driven by a supercharged Maradona. The city has never been the same since. Coming up against some of the greatest players the game has ever produced, such as Ruud Gullit, Rossi, Michel Platini, Marco van Basten, Franco Baresi, Falcao and Lothar Matthäus, Maradona made them look like ordinary players, as Napoli went on to win a decent amount of silverware. When Barcelona decided to cash in on their unpredictable star in 1984,
Bro,
it was perhaps the beginning of something
I didn't know he
beautiful
went to
and ugly
Barcelona.
at the same time. The Argentine was set to go for an adventure in Italy where he would be treated like a god by the people and become a global superstar. Being sold to a club based out of one of the most violent cities in Italy meant that there was always going to be some problems. Allegedly, the local mafia was involved in financing the out-of-the-blue move, something that then...
Chat, how is the mafia still in huge effect? I think it is. I think it is. I think the mafia is heavily into sports, man. I think they're heavily into sports.
President Corrado Forlano vehemently denied. Indeed, Napoli weren't the most financially strong team in Italy, and neither were they competing for European Cup glory, let alone a Scudetto charge. And while the 1986 World Cup and the Jekyll and Hyde moment in the game against England is considered his greatest achievement, we beg to differ. Winning 2 Scudettos...
Chat, was that just the goal of the century right there? That they just played? Let me know, was that the goal of the century?
With Napoli was something that immediately turned global attention to Italian football, while also angering the traditional powerhouses in the shape of Milan, Internazionale, and of course Juventus. Maradona's success brought to the fore the once ignored hatred towards Napoli and its fans, and took us back to those times when the bridge between the north and the south was quite a topic of discussion in the country. And that's why Napoli and Maradona were a match made in heaven. Two deities that were simply trying to find
fuck with
their
his
place
hair
in the world. And it was only defiance that got them this far. And while the people of Naples were celebrating the presence of Maradona, the Great One's decline was happening far away from his admirers. He started interacting with local members of the mafia, spending time with them, partying until Wednesday, while snorting cocaine provided by the mafia.
Snorting coke? I don't want to say that, but y'all, hey, I noticed y'all like to party. Y'all soccer players, y'all like to party, hang out with how the girls and do all the extra stuff. Y'all like that, huh? Y'all be making all that money, living that flashy lifestyle. Nah, I feel it.
Mafioso. After taking a few days to get back to his usual self, Maradona would play again and would not show the signs of a player who had become an addict. By 1989, after leading Napoli to their only European trophy, the Argentine requested the club to transfer him. This was a request coming from a man who was on the verge of a breakdown, descending into an addiction there was no getting away from.
So wait, let me go back. Who requested him to leave? Let me hear what he said.
Who'd become an addict. By 1989, after leading Napoli to their only European trophy, the Argentine requested the club to transfer him. This was a request coming from a man who was on the verge of a breakdown, descending into an addiction there was no getting away from. Forlano sadly said no.
I mean, and he said no. Did he know that he was going through all of that? Maybe he didn't.
And would later on admit that he became his jailer by denying the request. In 1990, Italy hosted the World Cup and Argentina were the reigning champions. Maradona knew that he would be getting a lot of stick from the fans in the country, but the semi-final game against Italy at Napoli's Stadio San Paolo was going to be a homecoming for the proud son of Naples, who was not even born in the city. Maradona even invited local fans to support Argentina in a move that was taken as pure disrespect. Indeed, when Argentina knocked out Italy, the forward became a persona non grata. Upon his return for club duty, things had changed, and Maradona encountered the wrath of the whole country. Unloved, rejected, the talented star was spinning out of control. His demons finally caught up with him.
So, like, what happened? Other than like the drug addictions, like they're not really explaining why the country. Maybe it's because he asked to leave, huh? Y'all think it's that? Maybe because he asked to leave, maybe? Maybe
After he
that's
was
why the
involved
fans
in a
going after
doping
him?
and prostitution scandal, the league slapped him with a ban that lasted more than a
What?
year. He was involved
Wait, what scandal?
in a doping and prostitution scandal. The league slapped him with a ban that lasted more than a year. For many years, Maradona was getting away with his demons off the field. His frenetic, tragic, and somewhat bizarre finale at Napoli before the drugs bust was followed by a rehabilitation cameo before that too came to a bitter end in Dallas in
Look
the
at
summer
him.
of '94. No matter what happened, Maradona was always looked at with admiration, reverence, and sadness at the same time. He was a star, but not the one that shines brightest and makes people feel good. It
Dang,
was
that's
only
sad.
Argentina where he was loved unconditionally in spite of his many antics. He returned to La Bombonera and kept insisting that it was FIFA that had conspired to ruin his career. The game against Cologne, Maradona's first, served as yet another reminder about how far his stock has fallen. The game in itself was a carnival. Maradona didn't move.
Chat, did he change? Do you think he changed his appearance? Cause like obviously he got the dye, the patch right there. His hair is shorter. Do you guys think he changed his appearance to kind of get away from, what was going on previously, which is smart, which is a good idea. But do you guys think that that's what decided? What was the deciding factor to make him change his appearance up a little bit?
Much, but that didn't matter. At least he was still there on the field. Maradona had two personalities. One was a young kid raised in the slums of Via Fiorito, where he kept his head above the dirty laundry long enough to stay ahead of the curve. His alter ego, though, was in line with a peculiar madness that comes with a new life of no financial troubles. The Argentine was
No financial, and that's what it is. That's what it is, chat. He got everything in his grasp. He came from not like he had. I think his household had seven. So he had six siblings. And I think one they had to survive off one income from his pops. Like, bro, he struggled, man. He struggled, and now he finally got everything at the grasp of his hands. And it's tough, especially once you've been struggling, once you've been going through it. You finally getting this money. You finally just living life, being happy. It can turn, bro. It can turn tragic for you fast.
clearly not well equipped to deal with two different lives. It was his alter ego that mutated at a phenomenal speed and eventually took over his body, so much that there was pretty much nothing left of his original self. Indeed, there were certain traits about Maradona that contradicted him. At one side you saw a giant of a man who represented the common people and took on FIFA and spoke out at great lengths about corruption within the game, but on the other side you would see perhaps the first truly commercialised modern age footballer. Maradona did represent the people and put his heart and soul on the pitch, but at the same time he's also remembered as a great example of how corruption can ruin anyone. But even today, despite all of his problems and proclivity to press the self-destruct button whenever he chooses to, Maradona remains the greatest person born in Argentina. While Lionel Messi continues making records, the Barcelona man has struggled to come out of Maradona's shadow. Perhaps it is because the 1986 World Cup still remains a point of reference. In all honesty,
I think this video was like 6 years ago, maybe. And definitely. Do y'all think Messi's out of Diego's shadow right now? What do y'all think? With all due respect, I think Messi is I think Messi is, passing.
Maradona peaked at a very
All
early
due
age.
respect.
His is a story of a genius who squandered everything and is one of the greatest tragedies in football history. At Naples, Maradona became a huge star, but it was also because in that very city, everything started going downhill. Every time he took on the field, it looked as if he had gained weight. As the manager of Argentina, he proved to be the greatest example of the famous saying, "Great players don't make great coaches."
Yep.
So how much of Maradona's achievements affected the teams where he shone the brightest? Napoli's last Scudetto triumph came in the 1989-90 season, and they haven't won the title since.
Dang.
The likes of Juventus, Internazionale, and even AS Roma are much closer to winning the titles in the coming years than Napoli. So here's your question.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't even heard of Napoli. Like, maybe I have, but I ain't heard of it honestly, or if I have, I haven't remembered it.
Argentinian player did Maradona's daughter marry? Answer this in the comments and you could win a $100 Amazon gift card. Argentina haven't fared that well either, with the Albicelestes' 1984 World Cup triumph looking more and more like a one-off. Is this the subplot of a typical Maradona story? So why is it that the flawed genius is still loved so much everywhere? The answer to that would be pretty much self-explanatory if we look at ourselves in the mirror.
Okay.
All of us have our flaws, and most of us don't like to own up to that.
Yeah.
Maradona, however, oozes raw humanity and has the courage to throw it out into the open without fretting about the consequences. That's why we love him. In his very own way.
So, chat, I have a question about this, and I 1,000% I agree. And I'm the type of person that can see both sides. So I 1,000% agree. But chat, it just seems like people they love or they can't get away with sympathy for other people. Not saying that people are not saying that towards him, but like let's look at somebody else that's really clean, that don't really get into trouble, but they just haven't been able to really, I guess, win the big game or whatever. They be so on that person's tail, on his bumper, on his ass. They be so just everything. I don't like him. I don't like him. Or just say they accomplish everything that Diego accomplished. But he don't have no controversies, no nothing. Well, I just don't like him. I don't like. It's this. But people love somebody that struggles and somebody that's addicted to this and that's addicted to that, and they come out and they say it. And I just don't get that. I don't get why people, kind of. It's the same thing when people graduating. Like, let's say I graduate and then somebody else has somebody that's coming home from prison or something like that. They'll show more love to the person that's coming home from prison than you graduating, which I don't get. If you guys kind of see the correlation that I'm making between the two. Not saying that Diego don't deserve to get praised, because he do. And like I said, I see both sides. I'm talking to the people who only see one side. You know what I mean? Everybody struggle. Everybody go through their flaws. 1,000%, 1,000%, man.
Legendary forward lets us know that he understands us, and perhaps even tries to tell us that it's okay to be imperfect and to try and keep a leash on our demons in front of the world. Maradona is like a Venn diagram, a very complicated one for that matter. Some call him a cheat for scoring the hand of God goal. Some call him a genius for scoring that amazing goal against England in the same game where he scored with his hand.
The hand of God. What's that, chat? I haven't heard that. The hand of God.
Some call him a madman for causing a scene in a VIP box at the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Some call him a wicked man for being angry at some kids who were just asking for his autograph. He's even been considered a joke by many around the world due to the manner in which he's carried himself.
Listen, and I'm finna explain it right here, chat. I'm finna explain it right here. You see all of that stuff he's going through, all the scandals, all of this. Let's compare him to Michael Jordan. Look at all the scandals, all the stuff that Jordan went through, everything. He punching his teammates. He doing this, he doing that. And let's compare him to Bron. People love Jordan. Jordan got all the gambling stuff and this issue going on. They love him. But they hate on Bron. Bron ain't got no scandals and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to turn it into this. What I'm trying to ask is, why is that? You know what I mean? Why is that? Same thing goes for him. I understand he's loved and all of that stuff, which yes, he could be loved. But why? I don't get it, chat. Maybe y'all know what I'm saying.
Regardless of what we think, at the end of the day, while his story is a truly tragic one, does it make sense for us to say that without his demons, Diego Armando Maradona may never have been able to send the world into a state of trance the moment the ball found its way to his feet? There are certain players who might never be who they are without certain traits.
True
Take
that.
the ultra-competitiveness out of Luis Suarez, and he might never have become such an amazing player.
That's
Take
true.
the fight out of him, and Wayne Rooney might never have enjoyed a great career at Manchester United. So how did we ever expect Maradona to become a genius without carrying a box full of demons?
1,000% true, chat. That's. I feel that, chat. I actually have to. I gotta find more videos of him to react to, because they didn't really deep dive into like all of the stuff that goes on. So if you guys have another video that doesn't have no music behind it, really, anything like that, let me know so I can react to it and I can really deep dive into those tragedies that he went through and stuff like that. So I really appreciate y'all clicking this video, vibing out, helping me learn more about the game of soccer, man. If y'all enjoy it, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll see y'all next vid.